Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This time, I will review a new drama with the title, The First Night with the Duke. This drama is a fantasy romantic comedy genre. The First Night with the Duke tells the story of a female student who possesses the body of a supporting character in her favorite romantic novel, Sanchake. She wakes up in the world of the novel she reads, and she spends her first night with the male lead she admires so much, Bum. Let's follow the storyline of this Korean drama. I hope you like it. There is a baby girl who was abandoned by her parents after she was born into the world. She is Eun-nae. Eun-nae lives with various difficulties, until finally she meets a man who needs help and Eun-nae helps her. The man invites her home and Eun-nae lives with the man until she grows up. Not only that, Eun-nae also meets a handsome prince and falls in love with him. But there is an evil woman who appears and Eun-nae's life becomes full of struggle. Until she meets Young Soo-jium and makes Prince Bum misunderstand their relationship. Do-hwa-sun, the evil woman burns down Eun-nae's house and Bum comes to save her. After various obstacles faced, finally Bum will marry Eun-nae. But suddenly there is something strange. There is a woman who always watches them from afar, who is actually not in the dialogue. Year 2025. A college student who likes to read novels gets several notifications about various arrears that have not been paid. She also gets approval for leave from work. When her life is in chaos, the novel she is following also experiences a stoppage of broadcast, and that makes her upset. She also sent various comments that she protested the stoppage, because she also felt that she could write the story with her left foot. While she was walking, she slipped and fell. And at that time, her comment got a reply whose content was, "If it's so great, try writing her own story." The next day, the student woke up in the Joseon era. She was shocked when her maid woke her up and called her, "Madam." She was even more shocked when she saw her face in the mirror and was confused about what was actually happening. Then her maid told her that she was the youngest daughter of Minister of State Cha Hoyeol and her name was Cha Sanchake. She really couldn't believe she could wake up and enter to the Joseon world. It's like a story in a novel. Every morning, her family always has breakfast together and there are already Sanchake's father, mother, and siblings. At first, she called her father uncle and then she corrected it and called him father. Seeing her daughter's behavior, her father just laughed and her family was entertained. Sanchake has an older brother named Django. There is also a second older brother named Duho. And also, a younger brother named Siho. All her brothers pay close attention if there is something wrong with Sanchake. Seeing various very delicious foods, Sanchake is very happy because she usually only eats instant noodles. Sanchake eats heartily and confuses her family because she usually always has a bad appetite. Then Sanchake explains that she can't waste expensive food, because farmers and fishermen have worked hard. Hearing that, her father feels that his daughter is an adult, and her father tells her to find a future husband and get married soon. Her brother told Sanchake to find her soul mate at the Dahong Club. It was a club for noble women. Then her father gave her a lot of money, so that his daughter could look beautiful, and of course Sanchake was very happy to receive the money. Someone dressed her up and her life changed like a princess. It was really a great dream, but what if she couldn't get out of that world? But she feels it doesn't matter, because her life was full of wealth. It was like a story in her favorite novel. Sanchake entered a fairly large fabric shop, and when she entered, she was greeted by the shopkeeper. They showed her clothes made of silk imported from China, because it was Sanchake's request before, and Sanchake pretended to choose the silk clothes. Then the assistant told her to take both, because her father gave her a lot of money, and Sanchake agreed. Then Hwa-sun came and wanted to buy the clothes that Sanchake had chosen, because Hwa-sun thought she was the one who was more suitable to wear that clothes. Sanchake recognized Hwa-sun. She was the evil woman in the novel she read. Then the shopkeeper told her that Sanchake had first chosen. Hearing that, Hwa-sun got angry and slapped the shopkeeper. Actually, Sanchake was very angry seeing Hwa-sun's attitude. But she didn't want to deal with the evil woman, because she wanted her life to be peaceful, so Sanchek gave in and let go of the clothes. Sanchek's maid was a bit annoyed because Sanchek was the daughter of a minister, so she had to maintain her attitude as a noble. But Sanchek already knew Wasen's scary nature, so Sanchek just didn't want her life to be tiring. Because Sanchek had given her clothes, Wasan invited Sanchek to drink tea together, and at that time, Sanchek couldn't refuse. Eun-nae entered the shop and she thanked Wasan for allowing her to have a meeting at the Dahong Club tonight. But Wasan still acted arrogantly, and she became annoyed. Then she cancelled drinking tea with Sanchek. Wasan really didn't like Eun-nae, because she was just an orphan who tried to join with Dahong Club. When she found out that the woman's name was Eun-nae, Sanchek became very happy because she was her favorite character in the novel she read. But Wasan instead planned evil. She invited Sanchek to teach Eun-nae a lesson tonight, at the tea party. The party would be held at Eun-nae's father's restaurant, so it would be the perfect place to embarrass her. Sanchek looked at the situation using binoculars, and at that time she saw Prince Jeongseong, Ibum, who entered the gate. According to the story, Prince Ibum was made a palace dog and carried out all the royal orders. He was famous like a monster and was feared by the common people. But there was an official Sujiam who defended Ibum, because he felt that Ibum was not like what people said. In the novel, Sujiam was a supporting character and Ibum's only friend. On the way, Sujiam saw Eun-nae and he seemed interested in Eun-nae, while Wasan instead sought Ibum's attention by pretending to fall on the straw. But Ibum just ignored Wasan and passed by until Wasan annoyed. Sanchek sees the love story between them. And Sanchek feels it is very interesting, because she can see their story directly. Finally, the night of the tea party arrives. The noble ladies praise Wasen's beauty and it makes Sanchek very sick. Sanchek only pretends to like Wasan, because she is only a side character, so she doesn't want to stand out too much. Then Eun-nae comes by serving snacks and tea for the noble ladies. Wasan still doesn't like Eun-nae, and she tells Eun-nae to pour tea for her. But when Eun-nae pours tea, Wasan deliberately drops the cup. Seeing that, Eun-nae rushes to clean up the spilled tea, but Wasan kicks the broken cup and hits Eun-nae's hand until her hand bleeds. Eun-nae asks permission to treat her hand, and Sanchek gives her a handkerchief, because Sanchek actually supports Eun-nae. Wasan feels that Sanchek supports a lowly person like Eun-nae, but Sanchek gives the reason that she just can't stand seeing blood, because she is the daughter of a chief minister. Hearing that, the other noble women could understand, but Wasan started to provoke her friends to gossip about Eun-nae's relationship with her adoptive father. Actually, Sanchek wanted to defend Eun-nae, but she restrained herself from getting involved with them. Meanwhile, Ibum and his men were conducting surveillance to catch the Huxa group. One of Wasen's friends saw Eun-nae who was listening to their conversation. Then Wasan told Eun-nae to answer their curiosity, whether it was true that Eun-nae sneaked and slept with her adoptive father. Eun-nae doesn't mind if they badmouth her, but not her father, because he raised and cared for her since she was little. But Wasan keeps pressuring her until Sanchek's patience runs out. Ibum chases a man wearing a mask, they fight and Ibum manages to knock the man down. Ibum asks the man, who actually ordered the man, but the man doesn't answer. He just feels like he can make Ibum a king instead of a hunting dog. But Ibum isn't interested in the throne, and Ibum slashes the man with his sword. Because Sanchek doesn't want to be seen as opposing Wasan, she invites the women to drink alcohol together instead of drinking tea. According to Sanchek, alcohol is better to drink at night than tea. Then Wasan thinks, it seems like Sanchek is indeed suitable to be friends with her, so she agrees to Sanchek's idea. And Eun-nae understands that Sanchek is trying to save her. They prepare alcohol on the table and Sanchek introduces a new drink to them, namely a cocktail. She mixes various drinks and they also liked the taste of the concoction made by Sanchek. They enjoyed the drink until it made people curious about the noblewomen's party. The cocktail drink spread to the ears of men who liked alcoholic drinks. And people flocked to the party, because they were curious about the cocktail drink. Sanchek saw the people who gathered and wanted to taste the cocktail drink. Then Sanchek mixed a lot of drinks to be shared by the residents, and they partied until they were drunk. In the morning Sanchek woke up and he was shocked when she touched the chest of a man sleeping next to her. It turned out that the man who slept with her was Ibum. Ibum told Sanchek to stop pretending, because Sanchek was the one who started it. And Sanchek didn't remember what actually happened last night.